left. Hopefully the congregation will help me out on that one.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to our candlelighting service in our sadness service tonight. Please stand and join as we sing our opening song tonight, O Little Town of Bethlehem. Tonight, I welcome you to Unity of New Westminster's Sadness Service, also called a Blue Christmas Service. Whether you are here tonight live or you are watching us on YouTube now or in the future, I welcome you on behalf of our community. This is a place to join. If, despite all of the decorations, all of the cards, all of the festive sweaters, all of the music playing in the stores and the get-togethers, if there is a part of you that doesn't feel all that much like celebrating, then this evening is designed for you. All around us, lights are lit and carols are playing. The season heaps joy upon us. Yet we who come here, we carry more than joy. We also carry loss, grief, and worry. We hope that you will find that this is a safe place to admit that what you're really feeling is sad, angry, discouraged, or lonely. And as you look around tonight, I hope that you realize that you are not alone. Tonight we will sing, we will listen to music, we will light candles, and we will spend some time in quiet reflection. Let us open our service in prayer. We acknowledge with gratitude that we gather on the traditional and ancestral territory of the Kakite First Nation. This beautiful place in which we join together in community to remember our connection with one another. Our way shower and example, Jesus, the master teacher, said, "Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted." We gather here today because we mourn. And we are grateful for this sacred time where we can hold space for our sadness, where we can honor ourselves, those we love, and what we have lost. We give ourselves permission this evening to grieve, to feel sad, knowing that it is in feeling that we move towards healing. We affirm peace and gratitude for the past, strength and courage for today, and we imagine transformed sorrow and new life for the future. And so it is. Amen. Please join in the singing. Silver bells, it's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. City sidewalks, busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. In the air there's a feeling of Christmas. Children laughing, people passing, meeting smile after smile. And on every street corner you'll hear silver bells, silver bells, it's Christmas time in the city. We light our first candle this evening for those we have loved and lost. This candle represents those who we have loved and who have left us and won't be there this Christmas. Perhaps death has separated us from a loved one. Perhaps sickness has changed how things used to be. Maybe a relationship or a marriage has ended. Or the people we love will be far away. This candle is for all who won't be home for Christmas. We remember mothers, fathers, guardians and grandparents, and all who nourished and cherished us. We remember sisters and brothers, aunts, uncles, cousins, those near to us and far away who are joined in this great circle that we call family. We light a candle in memory of those who have left us before we expected, those we held dear, and with whom we still walk in our dreams. We remember children, grandchildren, those who we birthed and those whose vitality delighted us, those who played with us and brought us joy here on earth. We remember husbands, wives, dearest loves and closest friends, those who changed our lives forever, who brightened our days and warmed our nights. We remember friends and neighbors, those who shared in our lives in so many ways, and who made our lives more enjoyable. We remember beloved pets, those who are so innocent and trusting, who give love so freely and who we love so deeply. We light this first candle for all whom we have loved and lost. We pause to remember their names, to remember their faces, their voices, the memories of who they were, of who they are. And I invite you now to name them, aloud or silently, as we go into a time of quiet. Ken Enns, Hazel Swanson, Randy Jacobs, Bill Detwiller, Simone Feldman, we feel the sadness and the grief of their absence. We feel the void they left behind. Isn't that a pretty song? We light our second candle this evening to represent other losses that we have faced. The pain and sadness that can come from other events which enter our lives, uninvited, unwanted. Events that can cause us to reel in pain and in shock. Events in which we find ourselves wanting to cry out, "It wasn't supposed to be like this." The loss of health, the loss of freedom, the loss of independence, financial security, the loss of self-confidence, the sadness of hopes which never materialized, of plans that have never worked out, of dreams which have ended in disappointment. We pause now to presence these painful experiences. We pause now to presence the past 2.5 years in which we all suffered during this pandemic that never seems to be going away. We hold space for that sadness, for that feeling of loneliness, for that feeling of it wasn't supposed to be like this. And as we remember our losses, I invite you to close your eyes and to think about them. Name them, either aloud or in the silence. This second candle represents the dreams that we have lost. And please remain seated as we sing I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases, may all your Christmases, may all your Christmases in love be white.
That ended abruptly. We light the third candle this evening to represent ourselves, to represent our strength as well as our sadness. There are those among us who are grieving over what might have been. death or loss, hurt and loneliness have changed our experience of Christmas. Where once Christmas may have been a special day for us, our Christmas is shifted now. And we may feel adrift and alone, tired, so tired, in turmoil and in pain. We may wonder if this hurt and sorrow will ever end, if the tears will ever dry. And sometimes the hurt is so deep that there are no words. This candle represents that sadness. It also represents our courage. The courage to grieve, to face the sadness and the loneliness and the feelings, and to be willing to share them with others. To feel these doubts and fears and anger and frustration and depression and disappointment. And to dare to hope. Even in the depth of our pain, to dare to hope. It takes courage to admit that we hurt. We pause now and we remember the past weeks and months, maybe even years, that have been heavy for us with burden. When we have the courage to bring our pain to the surface, we have the opportunity to find comfort. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. When my son David was 12, we had to take his beloved cat, who had been part of our family since before David was born, to the vet for the final time. I still remember that day. And here is some wisdom written by David at the age of 12 on the passing of his beloved cat. It is called Goofy the Great. Goofy the Great. Tears ran freely down my face. I didn't mind crying, and even if I did, I couldn't help it. Who would be able to, after their first experience with death? At the vet's office, thank you. At the vet's office, I sat, stroking my cat tenderly, hugging him, kissing him, not wanting him to leave, but knowing that he had to. Finally, the vet came and said those two horrifying words. It is time. I sat in the room now weeping, watching my cat walking around the room. He was going to be put to sleep, for he had liver cancer and kidney failure. And as he staggered, the vet looked into my teary eyes And he said, "Dave, you should not feel ashamed to cry." He said, "Have you ever known anyone who has died before? Maybe at school or in your family?" I shook my head desperately. "No." "So this must be much harder on you," said the vet. "I want to tell you a story, okay?" I nodded grimly. The vet said, "There was once a big trucker, and he was huge, massive, must have been 8 feet tall. And he came in with his 2 white mice. One of them had to be put down, and he was bawling. And he said to me, 'I feel so stupid crying like this over a mouse.' And I said to him, 'Why?' I went on and said to him, 'No matter how big we are, we have feelings. No matter if you are 8 feet tall and your pet is less than 8 inches small, you will still create a bond with your pet. And when that bond goes away, you will feel empty. Eventually, the emotional wound will heal and you will become whole again. Sometimes pets can be our best friend. Cry it out. You'll feel better." And it was true. Now I feel much better 4 months later because I think of Goofy, my cat. And sometimes I cry. And after, I feel so much better. If someone close to you ever dies, don't keep it in. Let it all out. Cry. If you don't want to cry in public, lock yourself in the bathroom or cry yourself to sleep at night. Talk to someone, a counselor, your mom, your dad, your other pet, if you have one. I didn't. Don't worry about forgetting him or her. I know I will never forget Goofy because I loved him so much. And remember, you can always meet again in your dreams. You okay to sing?
I'll be home for Christmas. You can count on me. of snow and mistletoe and presents on the tree. Christmas Eve will find me
So I invite you to close your eyes with me for a moment, if that is comfortable for you. And I invite you to remember a person, a pet, a circumstance that you have lost. Create a poster of that circumstance, that person, that pet. A collage of images made up of good memories. Think now of one highlight. And place it in this picture that you are creating. And now think of another. And place it and another. And another. Keep adding images. And then step back and look at that image. Look at that poster that you have created. And now, in our complicated human experience, we realize that not all of our memories will be pleasant. Sometimes, especially at the end, our bodies are not a reflection of our vitality. Sometimes the people we love have been moody or demanding or difficult to deal with. And these memories can add to the sadness as we struggle at times to make sense of our conflicted feelings of love and resentment, of hurt. And rather than deny those memories, create an image, just one, of that less than desirable experience. And add it to your collage as well. And then shrink it down to be a smaller part of the whole picture. That regretful memory need not be denied, and neither need it define the memory of our picture. And now look at your image again. And add another positive memory if you can. And another. And then take that image and imagine it coming and finding a home somewhere in your body. Place it somewhere in your body. In your heart. Wherever feels accessible. And reach for it whenever you want to connect with the memory of that person. They need never leave you. They live on in you. Imagine that image. Welcome it home.
What do I do if I'm not chasing anything? What do I do if I've got everything that I need? It's a question that no one's prepared me to answer. Where do I go if I'm right where I'm supposed to be? Where do I go if wherever I am home? It's a question I'm presently wanting to answer. If the usual way doesn't work for me now, that's a void I know nothing about. What if the race is over and we all automatically win? What if the game is ended long before it even begins? What if the test has been taken and we're all passing again and again. If the race is over, what then? What do I say if it's all perfect anyway? What do I say if I'm not here to change anyone? It's a question I truly don't know how to answer. How do I live if my life is eternity? How do I live if I'm no longer afraid to die? It's a mystery, no one can give me an answer. If the usual way doesn't work anymore, there's no map for what life has in store. What if the race is over and we all automatically win? What if the game is ended long before it even begins? What if the test has been taken and we're all passing again and again? If the race is over, what then? What is the purpose of time here on earth? How do I now define my death and birth? For that matter, what is my life really worth in the end? What's mine to give and what's mine to receive? Whom do I worship? What do I believe? Seems every answer comes right back to me in the end. What if the race is over and we all automatically win? What if the game is ended long before it even begins? What if the test has been taken and we're all passing again and again? If the race is over and we're all born victorious, if the race is over, what then?
We light the fourth candle this evening to acknowledge appreciation. We appreciate the lives of those we lost. We commit to remembering them. In our picture, which includes the good times and the sad, we choose to remember them with appreciation, with gratitude for all that they added to our lives. And we honor them by carrying on with our lives as they would wish us to do. We appreciate the events in our lives which have seemed painful. We affirm our belief that although sad things may happen, that it is all included. that there is bless in the mess. And we resolve to find and appreciate those blessings. We appreciate those who have supported us in our pain. We pause now to remember the prayers, the words of comfort, the acts of kindness from family and friends, and those who stood with us in our time of need. They are a reminder that we are all connected in our humanity, in times of suffering and in times of joy. And we appreciate ourselves. We honor our own courage, the courage to admit that we hurt, the depth of strength that we discover within us when we keep on keeping on. We honor the journey of life, which leads us through the valley of the shadow of death to a place where we will speak with joy and appreciation about the loved one we have lost. The grief doesn't die. It transforms into something that stings less and loves without fear of pain. We transform into appreciation. And in a few moments, we will light a candle for new life. I'm going to light that candle now. Actually, I'm going to do it from here. I'm going to move beyond the reading I was going to do by Pearl Buck and into lighting this fifth candle. You may have noticed that I lit this candle from the candle for hope and appreciation. This candle brings us back, full circle, back to the light of new life. It is in this new life that we reach appreciation. It is in new life that we realize that we don't forget, but rather that we live our life in tribute to the best of that which we have lost. We live our life in tribute to the best of that which we have lost. We hold the memories of the people we have lost in sorrow and in appreciation for their life. We hold our disappointed dreams and sadness in a place of acknowledgement and with an awareness that we can look forward instead of living backward. We can courageously feel our grief, knowing that those for whom we grieve are worth every tear. They are worth every tear. And accepting and appreciating that it takes courage and vulnerability to allow ourselves to feel those feelings. And in a moment I will walk down the aisle with this candle which represents the fullness of new life. And I will hold this candle upright. And the people on the aisles will light their candles. And then they will hold theirs upright, and the people next to them will light their candles. And then hold it upright, and so on. And then we will dim the lights. And I invite you to hold your candles high in a commemoration of love and in a commitment for adding love and light and healing to our experience. This candle represents our love and our healing. I'm going to start. Hi, Alison. Hi, Doris. Go. Barb? There we go. Thank you. Go ahead, Chris. There. just for a moment, hold your candles up. I wish there was a way for you all to see how I see from here. How beautiful. What a moment. As you look at your candle one final time, say a gentle blessing to the person, to the situation, to yourself this Christmas. And when you feel ready, gently extinguish your candle. After the service, I invite you to join us downstairs for some refreshments. Of course, you are welcome to stay here if you want a little bit of quiet time. And if you feel the need for some extra support, then please connect with me. I want to share with you, as a closing, a poem by Mary Oliver called Wild Geese. You do not have to be good. You do not have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. Tell me about despair, yours, and I will tell you mine. Meanwhile, the world goes on. Meanwhile, the sun and the clear pebbles of the rain are moving across the landscapes, over the prairies and the deep trees, the mountains and the rivers. Meanwhile, the wild geese, high in the clean blue air, are heading home again. Whoever you are, no matter how lonely, the world offers itself to your imagination, calls to you like the wild geese, harsh and exciting, over and over, announcing your place in the family of things. Tonight and every night, may the light that is God surround you. The love that is God enfold you. The power that is God protects you. The presence that is God watches over you. Wherever you are, God is. May your Christmas season be blessed with peace, with solace, and with rest. Merry Christmas. Let us stand and sing what we always sing to end our service. Let there be peace on earth.
That was meant to be with God as creator, family are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now, with every step I take. Let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with
For your music from back there, the beauty of microphones and multitasking, and thank you for being here to sing. I so appreciate it. Thank you, all of you.